Well, it's all about driving power, but what extra edge goes into it at that crucial moment? We asked long drive champion Maurice Allen to go through some of those key techniques, how these guys hit the ball as far as they do.
Here are a few different things that you'll see in our sport compared to traditional golf. Tees are a lot longer, so the guys are going to tee the ball up a whole lot higher than what you'd see in golf. The clubs, slightly longer, but still legal. The loft is where you see the big difference. There's absolutely little to no loft on all our clubs. They range from 2 degrees to 5 degrees for your average competitor. Another thing that you'll see when the guys stand at the ball, you'll see all kinds of different stance, which make it different. Me personally, I'm all the way up on my toes. For me, that gives me balance. It allows me to get through the ball great. The next thing that you'll see, when guys go and they play golf, the backswing's about right here. Well, that doesn't work in long drive. Long drive is all about speed and excitement. So what you have to do is you have to see a guy get all the way back here, total backswing. Sometimes that elbow flares out. That allows you to get the maximum speed going into the ball. And that's what it's all about. It's about fun. It's about speed and long drive. The next thing you'll see, when the guy gets back there, he'll even lift that foot up. Some guys, when they get into the ball, they jump at it completely weightless, nothing on the ground at impact. That's another fun, exciting fact that you'll look at. The swings are completely different. They range from something almost traditional to things that are way outside the box in this sport. There's no right or wrong way to do it. The only thing that matters is how far does that ball go inside the grid. When you put it all together, sometimes even a guy will scream at the ball if he hits it really, really good. But when you put it all together, it looks something like this. And that's what you have to do. Long drive, you yell, you scream, you let your emotions loose because you practice hard. That's long drive.
It's the first semi-final. First up, the firefighter from Memphis. He's hit 384 yards already tonight. You get the feeling he might have hit that or more to make it through to the final. Ladies and gents, put your hands together once more for Will Hogue.
And he is up against the current world long drive champion, beating Lucas Dornan in the quarterfinals. A big round of applause. Give it up for Joe Miller. Your 3 minutes begins now.
Will Hogue, who hit a driver 384 yards in the round of 16, 369 yards in the quarterfinal, up against the double world champion Joe Miller.
Yeah, this is a big ask, and only between them really. There's 9 yards from the last round, if you like.
375.
Come on, Will!
Minute and a bit left, so he can improve on that. That seems to be coming back. He needs a bit of a chase forward here. He's dug in that ball. 376 is the best now.
It's not the ideal surface, is it, for a ball to kick on?
369.
Well, no, it could do, you know, ideally you'd want it a little bit firmer, a little bit shorter, get maybe 20 yards, 25 yards a run out of it, but you have to deal with what it is. It's in superb condition, this polo pitch, and these guys, well, they're trying to hit as far as they can, but getting a little bit of run is not always easy. He's given that a bit extra, but he's sliding it again from left to right. He knows that's not the shape.
375, his longest distance so far as we go into the last 30 seconds for Will Hogue. 376, I'm being told, official correction. 347 is latest. He's probably got time, John, for one more shot now.
Yep, and he'll know what his furthest is so far, but he knows he's up against the world champion who has the ability sometimes to find another 15, 20 yards. This will be his last effort. It looks pretty good as well.
Let's have a look and see where this one ends up.
Well done, brother.
That's interesting.
374.5.
374.5, so not quite bettering 376 yards, which is the target for Joe Miller.
Joe, are you good to go? Your 3 minutes begins now.
376 yards then's the target to beat. Joe Miller, who struck it 381 yards in the round of 16, 378 yards in the quarter-final. So both of those would win this semi-final if he were to repeat it. There's almost a peak, isn't there, that you reach, and then you're fighting a bit of possible fatigue and a bit of rush of adrenaline as you're just looking to fit in as many shots as possible.
Another beautifully shaped drive. I'll tell you how far that is in a second.
385. 385.
He's just chopped in 30 yards on from. So he's gone into the lead of the evening, and he's got his man, of course, he's going to have the Powerball.
So that not only takes the lead in this semi-final, but it also usurps the 383 yards from Emil Rosberg of Sweden in his quarter-final. So that is the longest drive of the evening so far.
I mean, that is a monster. 385, and he's got more in him as well. That's nearly 388.
387.
I was just going to say the breeze has just fractionally changed now to helping off the right, where it was straight off the right, so it's going round more to a sort of southerly wind. So that's going to make a difference perhaps later on in the competition. But Joe at the moment has got him. It's his man with the power.
374, and that is time up for Joe Miller, but 387 yards means that he has the initiative in the first of the semi-finals.
Oh no, that's not going to cook the chicken at all, so he's going to go out.
And Joe Miller progresses through to the final, the double world champion, the current world champion, with a distance of 387 yards, confirms his place in the final with victory over Will Hogue.
From Sweden, please welcome Emil Rosberg.
And it is an all-Swedish semi-final. Emil is taking on Sebastian Forslov, 373 yards in the quarterfinals, 374 yards in qualification earlier. Please welcome Sebastian onto the tee. Sebastian's 3 minutes begins now.
Remember, this is only the second competition that Sebastian Forslov has taken part in. He beat the American Maurice Allen in the round of 16, and then Scott Bevan from Great Britain in the quarter-finals. Might just be a little bit of nerves creeping in now. Just needs to post a score.
Well, you've got 3 minutes, you know. You don't have to do it all in the first 25 seconds. He's got one counting here. As that rolls up to the, I'm quite sure, 350, that's not going to cut the mustard, I don't think. But at least that'll give him confidence. He's in the parameters. 355 correction there on that drive that did land in the grid. There is the spin rate, 2,050 revolutions per minute, and the guys are aiming for somewhere really around about the 15 to 1900 mark. You don't want to be above 2,000 because the ball's then chewing the wind.
362 yards, his best distance so far. So this is it then. Can he beat 362 yards with this last effort? Doesn't look like it. Although he's trying to tee another one up, I don't think he's going to have enough time to get it away. 362 yards then for the first of our two semi-finalists.
Your 3 minutes starts now.
362 yards to beat for Emil Rosberg. He did that easily in the quarterfinal. 383 yards is winning distance. 361 in the round of 16.
He's opened up with a cracker there to start with, by the looks of it. Remember I said this guy just getting round about to 362 there. Quite an interesting style that he has. I mentioned it. He has very high hands, which is a consequence because the weight is on his heels, and so he can't put his hands down.
Joe Miller waits in the final. But which of these two Swedes will he be facing?
Well, he's hitting it straighter and better than his opponent certainly was. As that ball there trots out nearly 390, so he's got him. It's going to be down to the power ball for Forslov, because he's already done him. And really it's all about the practice now for the final. Going to be up against Joe Miller. As long as Forslov doesn't get it past him with the power ball, then of course Sebastian Forslov will have that power ball. Rosberg then will have a chance as well.
I like that bit of celebration there. 387.5. It's the longest drive of the day by half a yard.
Very flexible, this young man. Very individual, his style, but it works for him.
So this will be the last shot for Emil Rosberg. That previous effort did go out. Away it goes. And we will go to the power ball. So he has now really got to do something to beat 387.5 yards.
So he's going to try and take it from right to left. He's going to hit this really, really hard. It's not bad. It's not bad. Stay in.
You can see him imploring that ball to stay in. That looks like it's gone out of bounds. Indeed it has. Out is the verdict from the official. And Sebastian Forslov goes out at the semi-final stage. Emil Rosberg is the man who goes through to the final with a drive of 387.5 yards, beating by half a yard the previous best of the day from Joe Miller. So the two longest drives are in the final.
Welcome back to the Long Drive World Series here in Windsor. The final lineup has been decided. Joe Miller in the semi-finals, 387 yards. He's up against the very talented Swede, Emil Rosberg, who bettered him by just half a yard, 387.5. Let's welcome out player number one from England, Joe Miller.
Ladies and gents, put your hands together for this second finalist, Emil Rosberg. Who will become champion of Windsor? 3 minutes of everything he's got starts now.
387.5 yards in the semi-final for Sebastian Forslov, but John Hawksworth, he's only just had his semi-final. He's not had a great deal of time to recover, unlike Joe Miller, who's had a good 10 minutes off. I wonder whether that might make a difference.
We're about to find out. They're pretty evenly matched. I mean, Joe's a little bit heavier, although he's carried a few more years in the polite way of putting it, but he's got the experience. He's world champion. This guy, though, he can give it a cloud. Look at him willing it down there. He knows he's up against one of the best in the world, and currently the best at world champion. Now then, that's getting up to 389 yards and up 89.5, I would say.
Still not getting you into the carpets. That will certainly be a long one.
389.
Emil Rosberg.
That was only half a yard out of the car.
minutes.
He's now got to hit the longest drive of the night to win it.
Well, the different shapes these guys put on it as well. We know that Joe draws the ball a lot from right to left. He's turned that one over there. But having said that, you would have to say that it's out of bounds. He knows it's out of front, but he's hit a huge one. People think we might get to 400 tonight. I don't think we will. They might surprise us. He needs to slow down a little bit. He's changing driver. He's changing driver.
If you think about momentum, Emil has gone from 361 to 383 to 387.5 to 389. So he's building all the time tonight.
Well, he's turned that one over. That's not going to stay in either. They're all pretty similar, the drivers that they have, but maybe just fancies the feel of this one a little bit more. Now then, he likes that one. He likes that one. He's chasing it down the course. Go on, trot on. 380. Go on, keep going. No, it's shorter than the 389, but it's still out there at about 386.
What an impact he's having. And let's not forget. Wow, 396. This is only his second ever competition. 395, that is big hitting. Does he like that one? No, I don't think he's climbed a little bit too much. This has really set the benchmark for Joe Miller, the vastly experienced guy, but he's up against it now. He might get one last effort in. He's 400 on. He loves it, Sebastian Forsloff. Quite going to kick on, is it?
No, didn't get the trot on it, but he's a real character, and that's great for the sport. He's thrown the gauntlet down now to the world champion.
3 minutes. Start now.
This is where the experience of Joe Miller will very much come into play. The double world champion, the current world champion, the 7 times European champion. What has he got in response to that enormous drive of 395 yards?
Yeah, that's massive. Joe aiming down the right, trying to get the slinging draw going. He's overhooked it twice so far. He likes that stock shot, but he's under pressure. The crowd enjoying it, getting the champagne ready for the celebration. He's aiming a long way right here. Watch the length of the backswing. Almost like John Daly, if not as far, not far off at all. But he's not quite hit the number so far. He can't seem to get it under control. The time's ticking away. He's nearly a third of the way through his allotted time of 3 minutes.
Is that going to stay in? No, not quite.
So as the seconds tick by, the pressure's mounting on Joe. He's the much fancied driver to win this tonight, but he's just got a little bit out of sync. His opponent can't look. The power ball will still be in play at the end. Are we in for a dramatic finish?
Well, it's going to be a dramatic final, no matter what, with that distance of 395. Again, is that going to come round? Not quite sure it is. Bounces on and out.
And this is only adding to his anguish. Relax. That not turning over either. That's going to be out. He's nearly down to a minute now. He's probably got 3 really good ones that had trot on it as well. That might have done the job.
Now or never for Joe Miller. What must Emil Rosberg be thinking now, the young Swede?
Well, that's better. That's better. But it's only approaching 370 yards. Maybe he's going to get 3 more really good ones here. Oh, now then, hang on. That could be a challenger. Here we go. Release. 370, 380. No, he's about 9-10 yards behind his opponent.
389, which is his best of the day, but it's not the best of the day. clocks there as it ticks away. It has to be this, it has to be this.
381.
Will this stay in? Will this just stay in? No.
So, the last one was
Emil Rosberg with a distance of 395 yards is just a moment away from winning this event, unless Joe Miller can hit the biggest drive of the day with this one shot.
£50,000 on this for Rosberg.
Away it goes from Miller.
And it's over. It's all over.
Emil Rosberg, 395 yards. The 20-year-old from Sweden, the youngest player on the tour, has taken the Long Drive World Series title here at the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club. And in glorious sunshine, he has produced a performance to light up this event. Absolutely magnificent.
Emil, I talked you up. I said what a star you were in Dubai. You came here, a lot of people looking at anticipating what you could produce. You are the Long Drive World Series champion. The second event here in Windsor. Tell me what that feels like and tell me what that means.
I mean, I can't even describe that with words. I mean, it feels just amazing. All coming out here, all the people screaming, like, this is the best event ever.
To produce those distances tonight, what was the form like heading in? How confident were you of these numbers?
I mean, like I said before, everyone is pretty much the same numbers. Everyone can win. It just depends on when you do it. I mean, give a big hand up for Joe.
Come on, everybody. I think a big hand for the two finalists, Emil Rosberg and Joe Miller, everyone.
Well played, lads. Well done. Great stuff. And there's confirmation of our champion, Emil Rosberg, just 20 years of age. Came into the competition seeded second, was consistent throughout. Joe would have fancied this when he came in on good form, but it wasn't meant to be. So let's have a look at the Long Drive World Table. And you can see with the longest drive of the evening, there is Emil Rosberg with a whopping 395 yards. Joe didn't manage to find that consistency in the final, but still managed at 389. And to confirm, Will Hogue in third position. So that's how it looks. Over now to the live presentation.
Longest drive of the night, first of all. I think we know who this is. Emil Rosberg, 395 yards. Emil, brilliant performance. Many congratulations. Runner-up, the Long Drive World Series, the second event here in Windsor. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Wonderful performance from Joe Miller. And the champion, the 27 Long Drive World Series champion. A big congratulations to the sensational Swede, just 20 years of age, Emil Rosberg, everybody.